Hello, beautiful people. My name is Athol, and this is Relationship Momentum. So today, I'm just going to talk about, I guess, myself. Part of this daily vlog thing is me teaching you guys how to build relationship momentum, how to get the marriages and sex lives you want. But also part of this, and hopefully as we go on more and more, it's also about me on that process and on that journey of producing all this stuff and publishing it and spreading it. So there's the part of this vlog is the message and part of it is the messenger. So one of my favorite authors, and I have not read all his books, is Dr. Wayne Dyer, who died a couple years back. And The Power of Intention, I think, is one of his better ones and one of the ones I like. And I've just started rereading it again. One of the things that really jumped out at me, and I could not quite remember this from before, was that he mentioned in chapter 1 he had recently had a heart attack and had stents and got blood flow back into his heart. And if you're following the plot, I had a heart attack about a year ago and got a couple of stents as well, and this is all very similar. The other thing that I did not know until I Googled around today is that also shortly before he wrote this book, his wife left him, which I had no clue about, but there you go. So he had these two really big, massive hits to his life, personality, story, worldview, whatever you want to say. Two really big hits to him right before he wrote one of his better works. And for me, that I think is something sort of inspiring and heartening. I mean, if you read the book, you don't get the sense that he was having a hard time of things or a bad time or was miserable or anything like that. And for me, I just find that really encouraging because I am by no means in the greatest physical health and shape that I would wish to be in. I had a very successful weekend of doing about 3, maybe 3.5 hours of yard work spread over 2 days. That was huge for me. I've had a couple of resting days to recover. I mean, this is just the reality of the situation I'm in. And if you look at his work, after 2004, when he wrote The Power of Intention, he went on to write more than 10 more books in the decade that happened after that. It's not exactly the midpoint of his career, but he went on to be very productive. And for me, that's, again, it's just really heartening. It is inspiring and fills me with a sense of hope. And of course, the one big thing that I have that he did not is that I still very much have my wife with me. Life is not perfectly ideal for us now, but she is certainly here and certainly around and has been wonderfully kind and compassionate and supportive through this whole thing. And I am tremendously grateful for that. Tremendously grateful. And in many ways, my love for her now is greater than it has ever been. And it's a very, very content time in my relationship while life is busy and hectic and, I'm still recovering. So again, this sort of comes back to the idea of, you can have life problems and you can have marriage problems and they're not necessarily the same thing. Right now, the relationship is pretty good. Now, life, we're coming back from where we were, and that's part of what this whole video series is about. So I hope you got something from that. I'm gonna say, really no great massive insights for the day other than the story isn't over until you want it to be over. There's always something more you can do until you reach that final game over, and thanks for playing. So hope you liked the video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good internet stuff. And I will talk to you tomorrow.